Alright, hello everyone. So today we're gonna talk about something a little bit controversial. Today we're gonna talk about warfare throughout history, alright? Today we're not talking about an item, it's a concept. Warfare. So warfare has been around ever since humans were born, right? Tribes fighting each other. So in the early Italy period, when there were fights, okay, because there weren't enough people to actually have full-on wars, there would be like clubs, stone rocks, maybe like a spear, and so on, right? So it was like rather basic stone or wood weaponry. So weapons wouldn't really change much until you reach the medieval period, and actually the Roman Empire. So in the Roman Empire, they used these like large rectangular shields, two spears, which were called apparently pila, a sword, and also some of them carried a bow and arrow on the way. All right. So this was warfare a couple years later. So one thing to note is that food is also very important in warfare. In fact, there have been wars lost due to a shortage of food. All right, because food gives soldiers morale, a morale boost, and it keeps them replenished to fight long enough. All right. Now moving on, we go into medieval England. All right, they have this like shaped shield. This shape. Usually also like a sword. And also they have medieval armor, which was made out of either metal or chainmail. So metal was designed to like block blunt, heavy attacks, and chainmail was designed to like stop like slashes and jabs, like like when you use a sword. And also it could eventually like block bows too. So moving on, so warfare wouldn't really change much until the invention of gunpowder, right? Europeans found the musket. This thing would revolutionize war, right? Why? Because it was a long-range weapon, much faster than older long-range weapons, all right? So the musket fired these like little metal balls, but apparently anything could be put in there, as shown in the American Civil War. Sometimes they put coins in it and it still fired. So basically, it was kind of like anything that's metal, we'll take it. However, it had a very, very slow real time compared to guns nowadays. Moving on to World War One, we had rifles, handguns, which are like pistols and all that stuff like that. Combat knives. They usually wear like camouflage clothes, armor plate or something, outer bulletproof suits, helmets, glasses, bandanas, etc. Basically, anything that can protect them was worn. And then there was one of the most controversial warfare items. The nuclear bomb, alright? Reason why it's controversial. Its name, nuclear. Nuclear means radioactive. Radioactive leaves long-lasting effects, alright? Very long-lasting. And also chemical attacks, alright? In fact, it was kind of bad, so that we had to make something called a Geneva Convention, alright? Like laws you have to follow in war. And they were still broken in the Vietnam War, alright? Because let's be honest here, they're not exactly going to follow the laws in the war. Nowadays we have everything, alright? Basically everything. We have tanks, heavy artillery, submachines, amphibious, assault troops, range troops, etc. Alright? Helicopters, stuff. So next time you think warfare is simple, it's not. It's just not.